I decided to look at other MMORPGs that Ubisoft has produced, and it's safe to say that they just were not that great. They didn't hit a niche market. They're not very popular as compared to the Division 1 and even the Division 2. Although I couldn't find any data on Steam charts for the Division 2, it's safe to say that both of these games were massive successes. And especially with the Division 1, that crisp E3 footage of what the game should have been versus what it was is night and day and apparent. So Massive learned their lesson with the Division 2 and gave us the what you see is what you get for the most part, in my opinion. I think that they did an excellent job with the game, and I like it a lot. So, you guys are then wondering, well, what does this have to do with the Lightzone and the Darkzone? So, following the fact that there is a Twitch Rivals event for the Division 2, which is just crazy, and to any massive dev that actually sees this video, for the love of God, don't add esports into this game. If you want to bring back survival, cool, but make it the survival that it exactly was in the Division 1. Only make it so kills against players go towards your score, and that's it. Do not sit here and try and get in the lane of making a battle royale. You do not need to do it. The Division 2 has its own shit that stinks. Do not try and add more to it to make it even stinkier. That is my 2 cents on this game becoming an esport. If you want to play the Division, but with a more competitive feel, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is right there for the taking, people. Okay? So, what does this all have to do with the Darkzone and Lightzone, the main topic of the video? So, Marco, I just recently saw this, made a tweet talking about the fact that there is a Twitch Rivals event. And to me, that is just crazy that the Division has that much traction to where people are going to be playing organized PvP against each other on the Division. And I find it funny that he's also just going to run around and one-shot people. So you can pause the video here and read the thread of tweets, or you can follow me on Twitter at Schmeegs, where I also tell pretty women that cosplay as my favorite anime characters and video game characters that they're attractive and could ruin my whole entire financial status and standing because they are pretty. I also retweet the dank memes and sometimes tweet my own thoughts. Shameless plug. But anyways, so what Butter was trying to say was that PvE is very boring in the game. And I agree with him on that point. PvE consists of following the diamond around, waiting for Isaac to say some dialogue revolving around whatever he's breaking into, followed by some in-game character dialogue maybe, shooting the big tanky boss, getting the loot, rinse and repeat and recycle till you get to the highest tier of the world. To anybody that finds that enjoyable to watch, congratulations. I'm glad that you are satisfied with it. But let me tell you something. The majority of the Division community are PvPers, and we enjoy the Darkzone, and we love the Darkzone. And the Darkzone was very popular in the Division 1 because of what it had to offer, i.e. the best loot in most cases, and also the sheer fact that we wanted to test the builds that we grinded so hard to ascertain. If you enjoy PvE in the game, congratulations. I'm pretty sure the only thing that will be dynamic in PvE is the raid. If you enjoy that, good for you. But again, like the majority of the people that play this game, we like the Darkzone, we like PvP. And the big issue with the game currently is that there's a stick in the mud that divides people, and either one side hating the PvP and wanting a change, the other side loving the shit out of PvP and don't want a single thing changed. And there's people like me in the middle who are like, well, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know how to feel. Or I like both points that people are making, but The real thing that we need is a fix. And so, Massive has their hands full currently with trying to fix PvP. Keep in mind that the game has also been out for 5 days, so PvP is probably going to be dry because the casual players didn't get to pick up the game until the 15th, while people like myself purchased the Ultimate Edition and played 3 days earlier. So we've had a lot of grind time. So once the casuals maybe catch up, we kind of get to see where the meta is with PvP. We can expect changes to happen. The big asterisk with those changes is that they can't happen on a monthly basis with a patch that is supposed to fix everything. In the Division 1, that was a big issue because people would quickly find out what they needed to do to get the best build. Once the best build was achieved, they would then find cheesy ways to use that best build and dominate people, and essentially Massive would either have to address it in a state of the game and talk about when they're going to fix it, or they'd have a PTS and then do changes, and then they'd deploy a big patch that would fix it, and that would be the end of it. So they can't do that. They probably will have to have a PTS actually just be a separate client on the Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC, so that way they can quickly roll out patches and have people player test it all the time, and then when it actually comes out in the game, people play it. A monthly or bi-monthly patch to fix things is just not going to work with a game like this. And to keep the game healthy and keep the PvP fan base and their main fan base satisfied, they're going to have to roll out weekly to bi-weekly patches to change the meta. So, that's my 2 cents on the Lightzone versus the Darkzone. If you have anything that you feel that I missed, always feel free to comment in the comment section down below. This is the video that I've put the most effort into, so I greatly appreciate any feedback on what I need to do to improve as a YouTuber. And that's going to do it. Until then, peace out. See you later. Bye-bye.